Bible Stories Part 7 makes a pretty compelling assertion about the Bible's unique nature, its claim to divine origin.
What's the claim?
It explicitly states the Bible not only gives the true story of what happened in the past, but also tells what will happen in the future.
Past and future.
And this predictive power is presented as key evidence, leading directly to the conclusion that the Bible is from God.
So, foretelling the future proves divine origin.
That's the assertion here. What's striking is this claim that the ability to foretell future events accurately is a hallmark, a definitive sign of divine origin, distinguishing it fundamentally from merely human writings or historical accounts. As you consider this, how does this asserted ability to foretell the future impact your perception of a historical text, its potential broader significance beyond just human wisdom?
This predictive power, as presented in our source, leads us to a concept many have heard of, but maybe not quite like this. Armageddon.
Right, a term that often evokes images of just chaotic destruction. But the sources here define Armageddon differently, not as chaotic, indiscriminate destruction, but rather as a great war of God.
A war of God.
And what's crucial is the clear hierarchy, the divine purpose involved. Jesus is the one who will take the lead in fighting this war.
Jesus leads the war.
Having been chosen by Jehovah, that specific divine name again, to be king of his government. And the explicit purpose of this war, as outlined in Bible Stories Part 7, is to destroy all badness on earth.
To destroy badness.
How does this description of a divine war, meticulously led, singularly purposed to eradicate badness and wickedness, compare to the complex, often ambiguous, destructive nature of human conflicts we see?
It frames divine intervention with a clear moral imperative. As you consider this profound future event, Armageddon, what particularly stands out about how it's portrayed in these sources?
Because the source indeed frames Armageddon not as some arbitrary act, but by connecting it directly to historical patterns of divine intervention against badness on earth. It specifically references Noah's flood, where widespread wickedness was destroyed, the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah by fire, the destruction of the Egyptians at the Red Sea, liberating the Israelites, and even the Israelites' own destruction due to their badness when they turned away from God. These historical accounts serve as clear precedents, illustrating a consistent divine pattern of intervention when wickedness reaches a certain tipping point. Therefore, the source concludes, we should not be surprised that Jehovah will send his heavenly armies to put an end to all badness on earth. These parallels provide a consistent framework for understanding the scale, the purpose, and the divine nature of Armageddon as described in Bible Stories Part 7.
The magnificent promise that follows this described war. A profound vision of renewal, peace, restoration.
The sources detail a profoundly hopeful future emerging from this divine intervention.